Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Runescape as I go for lowest combat to 1000 total. So first, a stat check. Since last time, I gained a few hundred K mining XP and a dungeoneering level. So I'm now total level is 982. If you want to find me this coming week, I'll probably be in the mining guild still. I'll be mining on the German server, that's world 122. So you can find me there if you want to chat or anything like that. Yeah. So right now while I'm recording this, there's actually a blizzard outside. I live in the northeast of the United States where there's a massive blizzard going on right now. Well, maybe not massive for some of you, but for us it's pretty big. I think it's 12 to 18 inches of snow here. So hopefully I don't lose power or anything like that, and I can get this video up in time. So today we're going to be taking a look at crafting on RuneScape. A couple of different methods of crafting, including cutting gems, making jewelry, what else is there? Leather, different sorts of things. So we're going to be taking a look at that, take a look at a few of the fastest XPs that you could be gaining, some methods that you use, and also what can you use to gain some profit while crafting. So I'm actually going to be using a brand new method of video editing that I learned this past week to help make this video a little more interesting. And be right back. Alright, so the first part that we're going to be taking a look at is jewelry crafting. So there's two categories of jewelry crafting. One is silver crafting. You can make unstrung symbols, or you can make tiaras. Or the other is gold crafting, where you can make all different kinds of jewelry, from regular gold jewelry or ones including different gems in them. So the special little thing that I talked about earlier was that I'm going to have the XP rates and all the information on the side of this video. So you can just look on the side while watching me craft, and it's all right there. So during this video, I'm going to be just crafting a lot of random things while talking about the XP rates. So the furnace that I'm going to be using for crafting is actually the one right next to the Combat Academy, the one that I showed you last week where we can be smelting things. So once again, how you get to that, it's the tab left of your inventory. It says Combat Academy here. Click Go to Academy and it teleports you right there. And there we are. And you can just come right over here and you can start smelting right in this furnace. Alright, so let's talk about the XP rates. Let's start with silver first. So silver, you can craft about 1,100 bars per hour. So let's start with unstrung symbols. Unstrung symbols give you 50 XP each. And so that gives you around 56k XP per hour. Currently, symbols are actually lost. They've been profits before, but they go up and down a lot. So you have to be very careful when doing that. The other thing that you can craft with silver is tiaras. Tiaras give you a little more XP than symbols. They give 52.5 XP per one made, but they are a lot more lost compared to symbols. The other thing that you can make, so those are with silver. With gold, there are two categories once again. There is regular gold items, which is gold necklaces, gold amulets, and gold rings. These you can also make 1,100 per hour. That's how many bars you will use up per hour. Gold necklaces give you experience of 20 per hour, and that's an XP about 22.4k per hour. Currently, gold necklaces are actually profit, so now's a good time to take advantage of that and make a few of them. Gold amulets are around 33k XP per hour. That's experience of 30 for each one. Previously, gold amulets were profit, I would say a few months ago actually, but they've quickly switched around. They're actually losses now. So just a reminder though, prices constantly change. And these losses or gains I'm giving you right now is based on their current prices at middle. So you always need to check their prices first, comparing the cost of the material versus the amount that you could sell it for, to figure out how much profit you're going to get. The other thing you can make with just gold bars is gold rings. They give 15 XP each, so that comes around 16.8 XP per hour. They are also profit right now, but they're such low XP that personally I would never make them. So now let's take a look at the different things you can make with jewelry, with gems and gold. So let's start with sapphire necklaces. Sapphire necklaces give you 55 XP each. That comes to 33k XP per hour. And currently it is a profit. Sapphire necklaces tend to generally be profit because they are used in members to make games necklaces. So members do tend to buy them to enchant them and use them. The other sapphire things you can make, sapphire amulets. Sapphire amulets become amulets of magic after being strung and being enchanted, which you can all do on free to play, but I'm not going to talk about that today. They give you 65 XP each, so that comes to around 39k XP per hour. Sapphire rings are 40 XP each, which comes to 24k XP per hour. Emerald necklaces are 60 XP each, and that comes to 36k XP per hour. Emerald amulets, 70 XP, and that comes to 42k XP per hour. And emerald rings are 55 XP each, so that comes to 33k XP per hour. And this is another one of the things that's also profit generally because they are used on used on members for dueling rings. So people tend to buy them to enchant them. After that, we have ruby necklaces. Ruby necklaces are 75 XP each, so that comes to 45k XP per hour. Ruby amulets are 85 XP each, and that comes to 51k XP per hour. Ruby rings, that gives 70 XP each, so that comes to 42,000 XP per hour. Diamond necklaces. Now these things start getting really expensive. Diamond is very finicky. The prices of diamonds are all over the place, so they can be gained, sometimes they can be lost. You never know. At mid price, currently diamond necklaces are a profit, but you never know how much they'll actually sell for. So diamond necklaces are 90 XP each, and that gives you 54k XP per hour. If you have the money to do that, go for diamond. These are very fast XP. Diamond amulets give you 100 XP each, and that comes to 60,000 XP per hour. Then you have diamond rings, that's 85 XP each, and that comes to 51k XP per hour. So this is one way you can gain profit and possibly lose money, but this is definitely one of the most popular ways of training crafting. So after this, we're going to be taking a look at some gem crafting. So I'll be back with you in just 1 second. An alternative to jewelry crafting is actually cutting the gems themselves. Now, I have bought a bunch of gems just to show gem crafting, and this is my current pile of cut gems I already have from mining. So you can cut around 4,750 gems per hour. Well, depending on how fast you are, it could probably go from 4,500 up to 5,000. Now, the XP rates you're going to be getting for that, cutting sapphire is 50 XP each, so that comes to around 200,000 to 230,000 XP per hour. Sometimes a little higher if you are faster with the crafting. The GE, the Grand Exchange buy limit on this is only 1,000 per 4 hours. So make sure you keep note of that if you want to cut gems, because you only get 1,000 every 4 hours. So you can always ask friends to buy it and stuff like that. A big thing to note about gem crafting is actually that cutting gems is a very large loss. At the moment, cutting sapphires is a loss of close to 2.3 million per hour. And yeah, so that's a massive loss. So unless you have the money to do this, I strongly recommend against it. And if you do have the money for it, you probably already know about gem crafting. You already know about cutting gems and how fast of XP that can be, because you're probably already doing it. Now, after sapphires is emeralds. Emeralds is 67.5 XP each when you cut them. And they're even greater loss compared to sapphires. You lose around 10.8 gold per XP gain, which comes to around 3.4 million loss per hour. But at the same time, this is also a faster XP rate compared to Sapphires. You gain around 320,000 per hour, 320,000 XP per hour cutting emeralds. Next up, we have rubies. Rubies are 85 XP each. However, once again, it's even greater loss money-wise. So you lose around 8 million per hour, 8.5 million per hour actually. But you get around 403k XP per hour. After rubies, we have the most expensive gem of them all, on free-to-play at least, the diamond. The diamond is the only gem that has a lower grand exchange limit than the other gems. You can only get 500 of them per every 4 hours, and it's a diamonds are kind of all over the place in terms of prices. Their grand exchange prices are normally very far off from their actual price. You gain 107.5 XP for each cut, so you gain around 510,000 XP per hour cutting diamonds. But this is also a loss of close to 22 million per hour actually, if it's based on grand exchange price. So whenever you're cutting gems, make sure just keep in mind the grand exchange limit so you can start saving them up. And also, how much are you willing to lose by cutting gems? Alright, so a little fun tip for you jewelry fanatics. So here I am with Doran. You can actually find him after the quest Gunner's Ground. That's a replacement quest for Romeo and Juliet. If you talk to him after the quest, you basically get a small little post quest. Well, maybe not a post quest, but you get a few tasks where you could gain some crafting XP. He will ask you to engrave a few jewelry. The first one is a ruby bracelet that requires you a level 42, and it will give you a bonus of 2,000 XP. The second one is a dragonstone necklace, which requires a crafting level of 72, and will give you a bonus of 10,000 XP. And lastly, at level 90, you can engrave a onyx amulet and give you a bonus of 20,000 XP. And yes, dragonstone and onyx are member gems, but you can still do this on free to play. So go do that if you have the level so you can get that bonus 32,000 XP. Okay, so that is it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I will be continuing this next week actually, because this has ended up being a lot longer video than I thought. I don't want to make it a 25-minute video of you watching me craft stuff. That might get a little boring. So just to let you know, I'm also currently playing Faster Than Light on my channel also, so be sure to check out that in the description below. I'll have a link to that. I have one episode out. I'm going to be doing another one soon. And also, for all the crafting information that you have heard of today, it will all be in a spreadsheet that I have made. I will also link that in the description below. It has the costs, the profits, all this different stuff, the XP per hour, and it automatically updates whenever the Grand Exchange updates. So it will automatically give you the amount of XP that you'll be, getting, and the amount of money you'll be gaining / losing from making the item you are. Now, just remember, it is based on the mid-G price, so check for yourself what the actual selling / buying price is. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the comments and great suggestions that you guys have had. If you like these videos, please like the video. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I just said, and I've done this before. Subscribe to the channel. Also, let someone know about it. If one of your friends is looking for tips on crafting, mining, smithing, whatever it is on free-to-play, show them these videos, and it will help them out. And if you don't like it, let me know. Tell me what I can do better. Let me know in the comments below, some suggestions, some feedback, positive, negative. I want to hear it. So that's it for this episode. I will see you next week. Okay, and a little thing for you jewelry fanatics out there. If you have high enough crafting, you can talk to Mr. Doran here. You unlock him after the quest Gunner's Ground. That's the replacement Romeo and Juliet quest. You will unlock this special, I guess you could call it post quest. If you talk to him after the quest, after you finish a quest, he will ask for your help to engrave a couple of different jewelry items. One is a ruby amulet, which requires level 42 crap. I hate people.